So, we are going into game number 2. This is TTF versus Mazur on Othello. In the top left, as the purple Terran, we have TTF doing a kind of a funky split. I think it was fine though. And in the bottom right, as the orange Protoss, we have Mazur, who got himself into an amazing position last game and then almost threw it away, but then won. So yeah, Mazur bemoaning his poor macro in the last game. Anyways. There's a pylon being made in the main. Nothing fancy, no cheese from either player. And I just refreshed my chat in order to get rid of some of the stream delay, but it's still delayed, and now the chat won't load anymore, which is less than ideal. I now have a non-functional chat. But as you can see, look, there's something like a 15-second delay right now, but that gradually extends over the course of the cast. So it's like really difficult for me to time things relative to what you guys see. Anyway, TTF is going to wall in here once again, and I should probably fix the colors and positions on the overlay. Whoops. Okay. Looks like TTF gonna scout top right. Mazur scouted the other way, but now he's gonna get over to the base. Is he gonna get in before the wall finishes? I think he is. Indeed, he is. And I have been disconnected from fish, I believe. So we have a cybernetics core. Looks like probe just gonna be annoying here. On the left side. And there is the wall completed, a very nice wall on Othello. Actually no, I'm getting the maps confused. What is that map that has this tile set that's like really hard to wall on? Oh, it's Moonglaive, that's right. I'm thinking of Moonglaive. Dude, I don't know how many people played Moonglaive a lot, but Moonglaive, it's like the patch above your ramp on Moonglaive has like random bits that are unbuildable. So it's like really hard to wall there. I remember so many games I was like TVPing and just could not get my wall down. Oh man, that was terrible. Anyway, Mazur's built both his pylons right next to here. I'd prefer these to be a little bit spread out so he can, you know, have pylon power to build stuff elsewhere, but it's not a huge deal. Anyways. Rubu running around, and looks like we have another 2-fact from TTF. Now this did not go well for him last game, and more importantly, this probe is still in here. It's gonna see both factories. Ay 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 ay. So not only is TTF's 2-fact not impressive, but now it's a scouted 2-fact. So Mazur is going to be completely prepared. He's thrown down a second gateway, probably going to get a robo before expanding. He's going to be just fine. And look at TTF just still not killing the probe. Look at this probe just hiding right on the tip here. Anyways. Oh, looks like Dragoon chased down a scouting SCV all the way to the top right. And where's a robo? There it is. So 2-gate robo for Mazur, and looks like TTF though cancels the second fact and switches into a starport. Probably going to go for some vulture drops. Now, interestingly, this factory is going to spawn units here, and they're going to have to walk all the way around through the mineral line. This is not a good factory placement. Look, watch. This tank's going to get stuck. He's gonna get stuck in the SCVs. Oh, it's not even rallied. Oh, he's gonna lift it! Oh, man. He's like, look at this, he's actually lifting it and repositioning it. Wow. Did that cancel his spider mines, though? I hope he waited for his spider mines to finish. Or else he's gonna feel really silly. I actually don't know if his spider mine finished. Anyway, pylon in the back of the base for Mazur. Just for spawning purposes. And here's the push. Now, for some reason, Mazur's actually just left his dragoons at home. He's not moved them out to kind of micro back. But, no! Spider Mines didn't finish! TTF did not let Spider Mines finish, so now he has no Spider Mines on these vultures. Oh my god, TTF. I mean, I know he's B rank. He's got to be better than me. He's B rank, but like, dude. Okay. So he's FDing without mines, which is oftentimes bad. By bad, I mean terrible. And interestingly, Mazur's gone for a relatively quick shuttle with zealots. I don't understand that. That's not I mean, it's useful, but I'm pretty sure dragoons are better at this point in the game. He's just gonna make 2 more dragoons. I don't know why he needs zealots at this point. And looks like now TTF is gonna remake the machine shop and is making 2 more factories. Oh, but he did take his command center though. So TTF's command center is way faster than Mazur's Nexus already. I wonder if Mazur's just gonna go for a bust here. Mazur actually just might bulldog this. I hope he does, because these guys are just both playing just really sloppy play. Is it like I'm now like beginning to wonder, is it just because I casted Pro League this morning and I've been like kind of spoiled by the quality of the games? Like, have all the games I've been casting like this, or is this just like, I don't even know. Anyway, it looks like 7 or 8 kills there between those vultures. I don't know whether I've somehow been spoiled by just 1 day of casting Pro League, or these guys are actually just not playing very well. So Mazur, I think, is actually quite far behind, despite kind of quote-unquote hard countering a 2-fact, just because TTF actually just didn't actually 2-fact. But he did like this game is actually just painful. I'm sorry. Like, I'm friends with Mazur. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's a little bit painful to watch. And well, is there siege mode? Is there siege mode? If there's no siege mode, he might just die outright. He sent 2 siege tanks. He's gotta have siege mode, right? Would he send a dropship with 2 siege tanks if he didn't have siege mode? That would be pretty lolzy. He's not sieging up. He's moving back with a dropship. Is this really just gonna end the game? Okay, no, he does have siege mode. And here comes the shuttle with the 4 zealots. He's not dropping them. Mazur's not dropping! Oh my god! He didn't drop the zealots. He did not drop the zealots. And now TTF's like, lol, I can just go back and drop him. I just feel really bad now for both of these guys. I'm sure they're better players than this, but this is just... Oh, is he gonna get the dropship? Dropship! Dropship! So TTF is not gonna die because Mazur didn't unload his zealots. That's good. That's fine. You know what? You know what? Sometimes we just don't want to unload our zealots. They're just, you know, they're like it's kind of like the opposite of Pikachu in the Pokeball. You know, like Pikachu never wants to go in the Pokeball, but in this case, our zealots just never want to come out of the shuttle. Those are like some lazy zealots. Those zealots are like those kids who just like don't want to walk anywhere. They always have their parents drive them, even if it's just like, you know, just like going next door to your friend's house or something. They just always need somebody to drive them. You know what I'm talking about? Like the kids that end up being obese when they're like 3. It's like those kids. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna have an interception here of dropship on probe. And that's going to reveal Mazur's hidden expansion. I have no idea why Mazur took a hidden expansion and not his natural, because he played like a ridiculously safe build. He played 2-gate obs, so it's not like he's playing something risky. I don't know why he felt he needed to take a hidden expansion, and now he just can't even mine there. He just sent all the probes back to his natural. Yeah, so Mazur's got a bunch of goons at the front. TTF sieging up. And there is the drop. Oh, looks like Mazur realized that he should in fact drop the zealots out of the shuttle. That's pretty good. Pretty good strat. Barely saving this Nexus actually. 199 HP left on that. And now sending his Probarus over. The supplies are actually dead even here, 73 against 74. Meanwhile... Oh, we have another double dropship here. Looks like TTF is a fan of the double drops, even though this is TVP, not TVZ. I think it's fine. I actually like a dropship heavy Terran play. Dropships are pretty good, but look at this, Mazur actually leaving Dragoons all over the place for dropship interception. Oh my god, oh god, this is gonna be bad. Oh, he might just sneak out barely on the left side. Oh, TTF with the map hacks is actually changing direction. He's gonna get spotted by an observer. And looks like Mazur is gonna reposition. Is he gonna catch a dropship? It's gonna be close. Ah, Dashi! No. Goons are moving over. The shuttle's moving over. He's going southwards. Mazur's trying to get the interception! Interception! Ah! And is he going to be safe and just drop on the cliff? I think he might just be safe and drop on the cliff. No, no, he's juking and jiving, Did he juke and jive enough? It's going to be close. More Dragoons coming out the other side. He's splitting up the dropship. He's trying to dodge it. Dodge it. No! Loses the one with the tanks. The dropship with the vultures does get through. But it's going to be greeted by 2 Dragoons. 2 very, very hostile Dragoons. No, 3 very hostile Dragoons. And, oh, nice job dragging that into the Vultures. But 2 of the Vultures do remain, but this Dragoon will take care of those. Easy peasy. But TTF's going to use this opportunity to move out of his base. Now, the supplies are actually quite close, so perhaps TTF can do some nice damage with this push. So a couple more Dragoons being sent down here. And no, never mind, looks like he's just pushing out far enough to take his 3rd base. So we are once again going into a long macro game. Looks like Vulture Speed now being upgraded. This machine shop just looks so sad and lonely. Can you just imagine being that poor little machine shop? It's like, it's not his fault, you know, that he was built in the wrong place. He never asked to be born in a retarded location. But he can't do anything about it. And now he's got no factory buddy. He's just all by himself. It's so sad. It's so sad. It reminds me of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, you know? This guy's the Hunchback. Nobody wants him, but it's like it's not his fault that he's a Hunchback. He's just a Hunchback. It's all right. One day he'll find love. Anyways, pum pum pum. Looks like we have 7 gateways, Templar Archives going up. TTF trying to do some Vulture Crass on the bottom left, but Dragoon's gonna deny that. And random SCV, is he gonna take a hidden Expo? Indeed he is. TTF taking the top right main as his 4th base. That's actually going to put him ahead of Mazur on bases, although no, it looks like Mazur has now taken his inside 3rd as well. He's at 118 supply against the 113 of TTF. Has TTF actually just stopped doing his dropship play? I mean, especially on this map on Othello, dropship play is really quite nice. There's a lot of these high ground places you can abuse. Like you can drop behind the natural on the cliff. You can drop. Wait, something's dying. Okay, never mind. He can drop on above the 3rd on this cliff. I mean, it's just such a nice map for drops. So I really hope he continues his dropship play. Anyways, TTF has now kind of sent just a handful of units to push the third. It's kind of, I don't know whether to call this the third or the fourth. Mazur actually took this as his first expansion, but anyway, losing some Dragoons there. Once again, kind of sloppy play, not just leaving them back here on hold position, but he is sending the rest of his units over, and looks like TTF just going to retreat here, but going to lose a couple of siege tanks on the retreat. Nope, he's gonna, oh, yeah, he's gonna escape. Alright, good. Meanwhile, it looks like Vulture is going to go around the other way. Ooh, very nice multitasking, very nice kind of usage of the just a few units to pull the entire army of Mazur. I mean, look at this, Mazur committing a lot of units to go defend that attack, and TTF just kind of swings around with the Vulture, so very, very smart. Keeping Mazur on his toes, and now he's got his top right main up. I don't know if he's going to risk transferring SCVs there. There are observers around, so Mazur might see the transfer and get suspicious. I mean, it looks like EMP being researched. We got the double armies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factories, pumping units. Gee, is that more? No, he's just building depots there. And it looks like, though, Mazur is perhaps gearing up for an attack. He's got a couple of DTs. I don't know. DTs with the main army I don't think is very good in PvT. I mean, it's fine in PvZ, but in PvT, DTs in the main army don't really do anything. They're just like expensive, more fragile zealots. Anyway, Mazur's got a decent number of gateways, gonna add some Stargates now, gonna get some Arbiters. He's getting a little bit supply blocked. But at least his money is not up to 5,000, so that's good. That is in fact ideal. Look at this, TTF leaving a trail of mines, a trail of breadcrumbs that leads to death. Good thing this is not a fairy tale with Hansel and Gretel. So, looks like TTF gonna push out now. He's not gonna wait for his 2-1. I think he actually forgot to start his +2. His +2 is just now going. So no, he's actually just moving out to secure this mineral only on the left side. So TTF actually playing this very carefully, but this clump is a terrible idea. You do not want to clump your tanks like that. Between Stasis and Storm, that's just going to be very bad for you if the Protoss has any spells whatsoever, which the Protoss should have. Anyway, so it looks like TTF has not transferred any SCVs to the top base. Just going to mainly use it to mine some gas and just slowly add some SCVs here and there. But does not want to risk that getting spotted. But he is moving out now with a decent number of units. Going to snipe some observers with these Goliaths and Vessels, and that is a decent core of Sea Shanks. Got to keep the supporting units with it though. And looks like leading with a few Vultures here. Going to just poke around, scout out the base. Ooh, get a nice couple of Spider Mine hits. And here we go. Here comes the attack, and Mazur is gonna go in, and looks like the Sea Shanks siege a little bit late. These Spider Mines are really close to the Sea Shanks. Oh no! Man, TTF just siege a little bit too late, and I think this is gonna get completely crushed here. Oh wow, I thought this would go a lot more in TTF's favor. Oh my god. TTF did not position his army correctly, and now has lost everything. Now it's 160 supply about to 110. Mazur is suddenly taking a really strong lead in this game. I mean, if you just look at the economy, they're on even bases, but now Mazur's got complete map control. He can expand again. He's getting... Oh, he's actually going for carriers. Never mind, he's not going arbiters. Mazur's actually getting carriers. I don't know if Othello's the best map for carriers. It is fairly open in the center, but there are a lot of cliffs and stuff on the edges, and there are these kind of weird platform things in the middle of a map, so it's not a terrible map for carriers. And does TTF have any idea that this is going on? Looks like adding a couple more factories. Looks like now that everything's mined out here, you can actually retake this machine shop. Yay! The Hunchback! He found himself a lovely wife. I think that actually happened. I think there was a Hunchback at Notre Dame too. I didn't actually watch that, but I saw it on Wikipedia. And apparently, like, the Hunchback gets a girlfriend, which is pretty awesome. So anyway, looks like Mazur has indeed expanded again, and looks like Mazur has actually found the top right hidden base of TTF, is going to take that down. So TTF now in a pretty bad shape. He's only mining off his natural and his third. And, I mean, he's lost most of his forces. He's down to 127 supply against the 180 supply Protoss. He's got carriers coming his way shortly. Looks like Spider Mine denying this mineral only. So I'm not really sure what TTF can do anymore. Seems that, oh, he actually lost his mineral only here on the side as well. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Did not notice that. It looks like he's rebuilding that. Got a lot of turrets ready for some recalls, but there's not going to be any recalls anytime soon because it's going to be carriers. And, excuse me, I'm losing my voice a bit. So, Mazur just going to take out this mine with a photon cannon. Looks like sending a few of ultras and tanks down to the bottom left, but yeah, I don't think that's going to do anything. I mean, Mazur's just bringing all his army, all his units back. So, we have 3 carriers out. Looks like he's going to wait for 6 to go and attack. I mean, the general wisdom is that 4 is the magic number of carriers. You need at least 4 carriers for them to really be effective. Mazur's going to wait for 6. Obviously, that's fine. And I don't think TTF's prepared for this. He's got 3 Goliaths. I don't know if he scanned this. Is he making more Goliaths? Okay, looks like he's just making a couple of Goliaths. This carrier switch could actually just kill him outright here. I mean, he's already in a bad position. Looks like gonna wall in here at the bottom left mineral only just to take that base. Interestingly, he's actually got a lot of spare gas and not enough minerals. Maybe one probe heading to the top right, probably just a scout. Mazur hasn't actually taken this mineral only. Interestingly, he's taking the right side one now. And he's maxed now, so he can actually just start. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. He's getting a second 790 score. This is for upgrades. He's getting +1 air now. It's going to be for +1 air armor. But yeah, he can start adding gateways or stargates or adding. He basically just needs to add infrastructure now. Obviously, he can't make any more units since he is maxed. So yeah, he's just going to expand here. And oh, looks like we do have a double drop here on the back of the natural here at the bottom left. So that's quite effective. How many kills did he get? Looks like just 3 kills between the 2 siege tanks, but he is going to be able to take down this Nexus. Nice upgrades on the Terran. 2-2 on the Terran. Should be 3-2 soon. Yeah, looks like +3 is halfway done. So that is quite nice, but I mean it's a little bit too late. And oh, it looks like he's actually going to pylon wall and just take the top right main as his own expansion. Looks like oh. I think the TTF thought he would kill it, so he unsieged and then realized it wasn't actually dead, so he sieged up again. But anyway, a couple of Zalts gonna run back here, and TTF just gonna save these tanks and move out. But here come the carriers, and now they're spotted. The SCV sees the carriers. They do have +1 attack only. And TTF moving up with just a handful of Goliaths. He's only got 6 Goliaths against 6 carriers, and here they go. Carriers moving in. The vessel is getting targeted. Is it going to get the EMP off? It does get the EMP off. Gets a few of the carriers. Very nice. But just not enough anti-air. TTF is probably scrambling, making more Goliaths. Yep, it's now queuing up some more Goliaths. But these carriers, he doesn't have the critical mass that he needs. However, it looks like we have a 2-tank, 3 Goliath drop heading somewhere, perhaps to the 3rd base. Going to drop on top of this cliff here. But the carriers, where are they going? I'm not sure where carriers are going. Looks like they might be heading to take out this mineral only base. And yep, here's the drop on the 3rd. Going to be able to siege up here and deny mining here. Perhaps even kill the Nexus. Looks like Mazur retaking this Nexus. And no, it looks like Mazur actually just going to use the carriers to come back and defend. I don't think that's necessary. Well, I mean, it's easiest to defend with carriers, but SCV just chilling, a couple of cannons to defend, and yeah, these carriers just going to completely annihilate this this drop here and be able to save the Nexus. Now, does TTF have enough anti-air? That is a lot of carriers, and that's mostly siege tanks. TTF looks like he's gearing up for another push. But that is a lot of units. However, that's mostly Dragoons. There's no High Templar here. Usually the best composition, especially when you have this much gas, is to have Carrier, Goon, High Templar. The High Templar will be there to support and storm clumps of Goliaths. But for whatever reason, Mazur has not included High Templar in his composition. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. Anyway, he's going in here now. TTF trying to do the mass turret defense, and it looks like TTF going to do a push with his siege tanks towards the right side. Meanwhile, sending the Goliaths to help defend against the carriers. But Mazur's bringing up his Dragoons as well. And are we just going to? Is TTF just going to go for the base trade here? His army's kind of wandering in a funny direction. I don't exactly know which way he's going to commit yet. He's floating. He's lifted the command center. He's just taking the top right mineral only again. And it looks like yes, TTF just going for the attack right now. Just going to sacrifice his own base. And where are the carriers? Looks like Mazur is bringing his carriers back. There's still not that many Goliaths. As long as Mazur has decent carrier micro, he should be fine. Looks like now TTF moving to take the right side mineral only just to kill that. I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should actually just push the main. That mineral only is really not important for Mazur, and now Mazur's carriers are coming in here. But TTF really needs to commit one way or the other. It looks like Mazur's going for the attack. It's a nice defensive position for the Terran. Actually, Mazur might be making a bit of a blunder here with only Dragoons. It's not very good to attack. It looks like he's also losing some carriers in the middle of the map here. As I said, the middle of the map is fairly wide open on this map. And Mazur suddenly is in a huge supply deficit, 141 supply against 158, just sacrificing so many Dragoons, attacking the barracks. That is not a useful place to attack. Meanwhile, some Siege Tanks here, going to take down Mazur's top right base, and he's now going to lose his mineral only as well. Mazur, once again, going from being in a stellar position to suddenly being in a little bit of danger here. I mean, I think he's still okay. I think he's still in okay shape, but man, Mazur, dude, what are you doing? I don't know how this is happening either. Now he's still got a decent number of bases, but actually not that many probes, and yeah, these tanks can easily siege down that base. But most of the forces of TTF have been killed. He's actually got almost no Goliaths left, but I think he's killed most of the carriers actually. Where are the carriers? Yeah, it was 3 carriers now. 3 carriers out, and TTF's just going to clump up his units here. Looks like, he's going to float a command center out, take this base as well. His 3rd base is gone. So it looks like TTF, they're just going to try and secure this, and there are the last 2 carriers. There's only 4 Goliaths here. Going to probably have to EMP the carriers and then target them down, and looks like he's going for the EMP. Nope. Yep, nope. But Mazur's ground army is not looking too scary. That is a lot of siege tanks, a nice defense matrix on the lead siege tank, and yeah, Mazur losing a few more units here, but the carrier is going to go clean up the tanks that were sieging down his top base, and he's actually just going to retake this, but Mazur is actually now completely broke. Mazur has 3,000 gas and almost no minerals. He's at lower supply than TTF. TTF is not out yet, but the carriers are once again going to come in here, take down the 12 o'clock base, and now TTF is no longer mining. He's taking the left side mineral base, so both players are seriously broke here. And TTF moving down with a very big army. The carriers are not in position, but TTF sacrifices the Science Vessel. It doesn't matter. There's no cloaked units here. There's no need for the EMP, and TTF can easily go and crush the bottom left 2 bases. This might actually turn into a bit of a low eco kind of base trade situation. I don't know. This is just ridiculously crazy. Both of these games have been just crazy. Oh man, how does this happen? How does Mazur keep doing this? How does he just lose the lead like that so easily? I think it's because Terran's imbalanced. I don't know about you guys, but pretty sure Terran's imbalanced. Anyway, looks like we have 3 more carriers here. Gonna snipe some siege tanks, but there's a decent number of Goliaths. They're not shooting though for whatever reason. I think he's actually just trying to right-click the carrier. Yeah, he's actually going for the carrier rather than the interceptors. And these 3-3 Goliaths are just doing so much damage. The 3-3 mech, man, is just ridiculously good. Actually, Mazur has 0 upgrades on his ground units. He's only got upgrades on his air. Does he even have a forge? I don't see a forge anymore. I think he lost his forge earlier. He had a forge because he made some cannons, but he didn't upgrade anything. So his Dragoons are actually 0 upgraded. They actually only have 2 shield upgrades. He went for the shield upgrades so that they would help out the carriers as well. But Mazur, well, if he can take down these Goliaths, he'll be able to get the siege tanks for free. And here come the carrier reinforcements. I think he's going to lose the Nexus regardless, but he's going to be able to clean up the rest of TTF's forces. And now he is mining from the 12 o'clock main once again. His natural interestingly sells some more minerals, as does the mineral only here. So there goes the Nexus there. He's going to lose a lot of these probes, but he's going to clean up all of TTF's units. Looks like TTF's sending in some more Goliaths. Mazur not paying attention. Mazur's carrier control is almost as bad as mine. But he is in fact going to take these out. He's got 3, 2, 1 carriers, 3 attack, 2 shields, and 1 armor. And TTF is down to just the mineral only here on the left side. He's basically dead broke. He's at 138 supply against the 140 of Mazur, but the thing is, Mazur has a good number of carriers. That looks like 6 or 7 carriers. I think it's 6 carriers with very nice upgrades. And here we go, gonna take down the last mining base of TTF. TTF needs to hold this base. He's got no more mining. TTF, he's got to bring in the Goliaths. I don't know what he's doing. He's got a decent number of siege tanks. He's got to do something here. I think he should send the siege tanks to kill the top right base, and then use the Goliaths to defend against the carriers, because Mazur has no ground army to speak of. So those siege tanks could do whatever they want right now. And yeah, look at this Mazur just like distance mining from this base, and the carriers are actually going to retreat. But a couple siege tanks going to siege down the right side mineral only. I don't think that was actually mining though. Mazur for whatever reason has just like no probes, and TTF has now switched over to the other mineral only. So this game is still very, very close. But no, 2 more carriers coming in to the 12 o'clock. What a scrappy game, and it looks like, oh no, some siege tanks going to get caught out here in the middle of the map for free. TTF losing a few more siege tanks, and things are not looking good for TTF anymore. Mazur looking like he's going to close out the series for Poland here. Yeah, okay, looks like TTF is going to push across the map now with the few siege tanks, and I mean, he's still got a decent number of units. I mean, Mazur is just pure carrier right now. He's got, oh my god, Mazur with all the excess gas decides to just make a bunch of Archons, and I don't know, where's the science vessel? There's one science vessel, excuse me. If TTF can actually land the EMP on most of these Archons, they will obviously be completely useless. But I guess we'll see. Meanwhile, I see comsats going down all over the place. And 172 supply against 125. Mazur actually now with a very nice supply lead. But is it going to last? TTF once again splitting up his siege tanks, but this time there are carriers already in position. Actually, Mazur has 2 groups of carriers now. Look at this. Mazur's got 6 carriers going to the top right, and he's got 6 carriers defending his own base. Mazur's got like a full control group of carriers. Now the EMP goes off, and oh no, Mazur's going to lose all his Archons for free here. The Archon's really not effective against the Terran mech. But in come the carriers. And actually, never mind, Archons, man, they are pretty beefy. They're actually going to take down all the siege tanks pretty easily here. But the Goliaths of TTF rather are going to retreat. But here we go, a carrier flank. Oh my god, I think this might actually be the first time I've seen carriers flank Goliaths. Wow, that is pretty sweet. Did you guys see that? Look at this. Look at this, flanker, flanker. Oh my god, the Goliaths don't know which way to go. The Archons are coming in from underneath. There's an EMP on the Archons, but these Goliaths, these poor Goliaths have just been flanked by carriers. Oh man, you know you're having a bad day when you get flanked by carriers. Now, unfortunately for Mazur, his carrier micro is just terrible. But it doesn't matter. Oh, can he get the last one? No. So TTF, down to just the left side mineral only, but almost no units. And now he's got like 10 carriers attacking his base. And there we go. TTF, I think this is the end of the line for him. He's going for another counterattack with some siege tanks. It's probably going to be effective, but it doesn't matter. Mazur still has this top right base. Left, right, whatever, same thing. And that is going to be that. TTF coming out with a few more Goliaths. Gonna try and pray that Mazur's carrier micro is even worse than before. But I think Mazur should be able to close it out now. I don't know. Looks like, oh, the ground army actually cleared out the siege tank, so he's gonna save the base. And my building exit is blocked. That is quite unfortunate. I would like to exit my building. Meanwhile, looks like the ground forces are going to meet the Goliaths here, but that's the 3 Templar. They got some Storm. Did he not get Storm? Mazur, did you forget Storm? Is he getting Storm? Where's his archives? I don't think he has Storm, because he has enough energy on these. He just doesn't have Storm. LOL. But his carriers are going to go kill the natural. He actually has enough money for it. I don't know why he doesn't get it. Does he get it? He's not getting it. He has enough money. And... well... Carrier's moving into the main. I don't really know what to say. TTF is dead. Oh, he's gonna get some more carriers. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Mazur getting a little bit too aggressive here with these carriers moving in, but actually, wow, Mazur actually losing a lot of the carriers. A nice scan there for TTF. TTF killing most of the carriers. Oh my god, Mazur gonna counterattack with his ground army at the mineral only. TTF once again got no mining. But this game, he just lost, I don't know how many... Dude, Mazur... oh man, Mazur's carrier micro is seriously like on the same level as mine, which is a very low level. But TTF is once again not mining. He's got almost nothing in the bank. He's at 81 supply against 125. Mazur's still banking money, despite being on basically low eco. Though he's got like very few probes. He's got almost mined out base there. So Mazur. Oh, he's coming out with the 2 carriers. He's gonna lose them now. Bye-bye. Oh, he sniped a science vessel. That's good. Katia! Nice snipe. But here come the speed lots. Now remember though, this ground army has no upgrades. So these Goliaths are actually going to do really well. Oh wait, no, never mind. There's too many units. GG! And Mazur takes the second game. A 35-minute game that should have been like 10 minutes long if he just unloaded those zealots. So, yeah. Alright, let's go to the next series. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the next 2 players are going to be, for Team Russia, the Ballerist of Terrence with over 400 APM, and our protector